The time has come. The time has come. Week 4. Here it is. Week 4. We've been waiting for it. It was bound to happen. And here it is. The announcement this morning that Jaxson will be the starter week 4 for the New York Giants. Not a shock. Not a shock at all. This is just what it is. They're trying to save their jobs. That's all it is. Whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, they're trying to save their jobs, right? That's really all it is. Big news. I mean, this is the next chapter of the Giants. This is the next chapter. We're seeing it now. We're seeing the future come into play next week. Is it going to change anything? Probably not. If I were to be an honest guy, and I don't know, I mean, I've watched the team now for 3 weeks. This tragic excuse of an NFL franchise for 3 weeks. This is not going to change anything about it. But it's a step in a direction where I can definitely see this is it. This is what we're doing. This is how we're going to proceed. But they made the decision to go with Dart. They're trying to save their jobs. It's not rocket science. You can call it any which way it is. I told you that they'd start Dart at the end of the Chiefs game a couple days ago. They're going to start. They're going to start Dart. They're going to save their jobs. They're just trying to save their jobs. But there's no juice on the offense at all. You're trying to resurrect that with Jaxson Dart, who might give you another dimension to this offense that you don't already have. The RPOs. You can get a little bit more creative with Jaxson Dart with the play calling. There's all sorts of things you can do, and we'll see if they are able to do it. My last point I'll talk about Russ is that at the end of the day, as Russ is he'll probably be a backup for the next few years of his career or whenever he'll decide to retire. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. At the end of the day, you can't do it. And as much as you want to fire Kafka, fire Dable, I get it. I'm right there with you. I'm right there firing Kafka. Let's fire Dable. It's not good. The product has not been good. The product has been shit. However, can Jaxson Dart potentially save Dable's job? Can Dable be a QB guru to Jaxson Dart? And we'll find out. And again, this schedule does not get any easier. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I know it's the Chargers, it's the Saints, it's the Eagles, and then Denver, then Eagles, and San Francisco, then I think Bear. It just does not get any easier from here. So this is going to be a very tough stretch for Jaxson Dart. So don't expect the world here. I've already kind of washed over me that the Giants season is over. Now it's time for Jaxson Dart to come out. Now it's time to see if he can be a starter in the National Football League. I believe he has all the tools. I believe he has all the skill sets. Can he put it together? Now, again, look, you could say what you want about Daniel Jones. He did not work here. Neither with Dable, neither with Joe Judge, neither with Shermer. However, we're going to see what happens with Dart. This is Dable's last chance. His job is hanging by a thread. Everyone's job is hanging by a thread. This is really it. So this isn't a shock that they made this decision week 4. It kind of sucks because in my mind, if they were ever to move on from Russell Wilson, it was because we sucked. And we suck. We're 0-3. So it's the appropriate decision for their job. At the end of the day, we're going to see what he could do. I don't expect to win against the Chargers at all. At all. No chance. But let's see if he can maybe give him a fight. You see the Giants fans online. This is just what it's been. This is the only thing, I said in the video today, it's the only thing that makes this team semi-interesting is this. This is it. You want to see Dart have a chance, an opportunity to go out there in the fire. In my perfect world that I would build around this team, he would not start until later. But in retrospect, we would actually be competitive and maybe have a win or two at this point. And okay, we could see us build with Russell Wilson, right? But we don't live in a perfect world. We live in a world where the Giants suck every fucking year. So this is what they have to do to save their jobs. So at the end of the day, what can we do? All we can really do is just cheer for Dart, and they're not going to go back to Wilson. That's why you signed Jameis for next year, because Jameis signed a 2-year deal. So next year, Jameis will be the backup to Dart, and we'll see what Dart could do. I'm excited to see what he could do. Again, I don't think it's going to change a whole lot, but yeah, it's going to be a tough game this week against a brilliant Chargers defense who just are 3-0 and look great under Harbaugh, and Justin Herbert looks just as good. I don't want to even know what Justin Herbert's going to do to this tragic defense, but that's a different story for a different day. Jax is him. Trust. I hope. I mean, this is it. You drafted this guy in the first round. You traded up to get him. They believed in him to spend a second-round pick on him and a first-round pick, obviously. This is your guy, and this is it. This is it for a lot of people. If he doesn't work out, now again, what does it mean by working out, right? I kind of want to ask the chat this. Let's talk about this for a second. What do we need to see from Jaxson Dart? Forget about wins and losses, right? We suck. So what do we need to see from Jaxson Dart, right? If he can save jobs. Now, I don't want him to save jobs, but let's put ourselves in the mind of the coaching staff. They're trying to save, or they're doing this to save their job. So what will we need to see from Dart that potentially saves jobs, regardless of wins and losses? Does he play really well? Does he throw for, 15 touchdowns and not a lot of picks? Does he give us an opportunity and close the games? Can you see while watching, okay, he's an athlete. He can be a quarterback that can make these decisions. Like, there's a lot of factors here, right? That, again, I wouldn't go just on wins and losses because you've already lost me on that. But what can we see from Dart this year that will potentially save the jobs of Dable and Shane and whoever? Now, I'm not rooting for that. I don't think this coaching staff is very good. But I think it's a very fair question to ask, because it's like, all right, well, we're doing this for a reason. Do you really think Jaxson Dart's going to come in here and we're going to go rattle off 5 wins in a row? Do we really believe that as a fan base? I don't. I don't think he changes a whole lot. This offensive coordinator is still the same. The defensive schemes are still the same. Morrow says, yes, I do. You think Dart's going to come in here and rattle 5 wins off? If he does, I hope I'm wrong. I don't think he does. Not because I think he's bad or anything. I think he has all the potential. I think he has all the tools in the world to be a well-equipped starter in this league. But the team around him and the coaching staff around him doesn't give him the best chance to do that. He's going to come in here as a rookie with this schedule, with this coaching staff, and rattle off 5 wins. I don't know. It's a gauntlet. Matt just said the Giants' schedule is a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet for no matter whatever quarterback you want to say. No matter if you want to play no matter if it's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, anybody. This schedule is a gauntlet. Like, look at these teams. And it's not an excuse. It's just reality. This guy's a rookie coming to his first game against one of the toughest defenses in the NFL, if not the toughest, in the Chargers. So it is going to be a very difficult test. Do I expect him to pass with flying colors? No. There's obviously some leniency to Dart coming in for the first time, right? So, again, you just want to see if he can put something together that, all right, there's potential here. He's playing well. He's not making dumb mistakes. He's got good pocket presence. He can throw the deep ball well. He can manipulate the receivers to get open. There's things you can see, right? We're cleaning house after this season. Well, yeah, I mean, right now you would say yes. However, this is their opportunity to save their jobs, right? Maya says, remember, Dart is still learning. He will have ups and downs, but it's good that he's still giving a shot. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to expect perfection, especially with this schedule with Dart, but it's the appropriate decision at this juncture. We're 0-3. We suck big baloney. We suck, right? Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Give him a chance, right? I don't like it happening so soon. I'd rather us be confident going into week 4 saying, all right, we got to win right against the Cowboys. And okay, Russ is starting to play better, but no, it's not. And at the end of the day, they're just trying to save their jobs.